Unemployment, especially among those younger job seekers, is a problem all over the world, and Korea is no exception. Now, in February, the youth unemployment rate in this country reached over 12%, the highest it has ever been. But could youth startups be the answer to help solve this crisis? Our Kwon Jang-ho takes a look at the current startup environment in Korea for the first of this four-part series.
The Korean economy is going through a difficult time. Trade is falling, key industries are struggling, and to top it all off, youth unemployment has hit record highs. With young people finding it ever more difficult to gain employment, one solution that the Park Geun-hye administration has been encouraging is for young people to take a leap and start their own business ventures.
창업이 무한히 이루어지는 아주 창업의 천국이 되는 그런 대한민국으로 이제 뻗어나갈 수 있지 않을까 하는 기대를 합니다.
To that end, the government has created various programs that aim to nurture startup ventures by offering financial support, much-needed workspace, and mentoring events such as these.
청년 여러분, 여러분들은 고귀합니다. 여러분들은 아이디어는 출중하고요, 창의적이고 혁신적이기 때문에 기술과 문화를 융합시켜서 기성세대가 만들지 못하는 새로운 혁신적인 파괴적인 아이디어를 한번 만들어내 주십시오.
We are letting young people know that finding employment is not the only way, but that starting your own business is a path as well. At the end of the day, it's an essential lifeline for our country. It's how the rest of the world is changing.
One young entrepreneur who has benefited from government support is Seon-mi. After graduating from university, she decided to pursue her dream of starting her own business and attended a government-led business venture school. She developed a new Easy Clean sink stopper unit which prevents drains from clogging, and after receiving a government-backed loan specifically for startups, she set up her own company, Unibath.
Some homes have gone 20 years without any drain blockage problems, but there are some apartments, homes, and hospitals that have a problem every 3 months. So many people have told me how my product has made life more convenient, and it makes me feel great to know it's made a difference.
Unibath is based out of the Seoul Center for Creative Economy and Innovation, a government-sponsored workspace where she and dozens of other aspiring business leaders are able to run their company rent-free.
By providing spaces like these and other support programs, the government has been taking steps to try and help young entrepreneurs find their feet. But there's still perhaps a more fundamental challenge of getting more young people to see starting their own business as a real option for their future.
An online survey last year found that only 6% of young Koreans said they would consider starting a business, compared to over 40% in China. When asked why not, the number one reason cited was the fear of failure and the financial burden that comes with it, rather than a lack of ideas.
If you look at Silicon Valley or China, startups are mostly funded by investments. That means startup costs are shared between the founders and investors, so there is less fear of failure. But in Korea, the majority of business ventures are backed by loans, and if it fails, then it's the individual who is burdened with the costs.
Seon-mi said she is grateful to have received backing from government-led projects, and although her business hasn't taken off just yet, she has no regrets.
To say, start a business, develop a product, is not something I would recommend easily because it does cost a lot and takes a long time. But right now, there is a lot of government support, so it's a good time if you really want to go for it.
Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.